What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome back to today's Clash of Clans video. We're back on the Town Hall 12 and we're back farming to maxed level. Now, last episode we told you we only had one more level for the king, and today was the day we were going to get him to maxed level. So level 60 it is. We actually only need 3,000 dark elixir. So after this first attack we'll get him upgraded to level 60. Then that's the heroes all done. This is the army we're going to be using. It has the giants and the miners. That's because we have the two events going on within the game. We're going to complete both of them using this composition. Now, if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you hit the notification bell, you'll also be notified when any of my videos go live. And if you enjoy these Let's Play style videos, I also set up a second channel. I will link it in the top right if you want to go ahead and subscribe. But it is a Let's Play of different games. We do have Clash on there. There is no commentary, pure gameplay. But getting into this one, 3,000 dark elixir is what we need. And Rob, thank you so much. 4,000, nearly 5,000 dark elixir just sat at the edge of the base. Beautiful stuff. Now, we did do this attack live yesterday and recorded it prior to the stream because I wanted for my live stream my king to be level 60, but I had promised you guys in the farm to max episode that we would show you the king getting upgraded. So I recorded the attack, recorded upgrading him, and the next attacks in this video where we are completing the event, we will continue to do live. But basically for this base, I set up the funnel a little bit with the baby dragon. The queen could then easily lock onto the dark elixir, in with them healers as well. She's going to set up a little bit of a funnel on the left hand side here. And once the wall wrecker comes through to break that compartment, she's going to redirect in there alongside the miners. And obviously we sent the king in as well. Now, I wasn't concerned. We're going to 3-star this base. It's severely underleveled. Rob has given us the dark elixir we need quite easily in this one, but let's take him for the 3 stars. So I popped the king's ability early. Now, the reason for that is the single inferno was lurking. Even if it's a level 1 single inferno, if it locks onto your king, there's no real way of getting it back off unless you have a freeze spell. So if you press the ability early, he surrounds himself with barbarians. You can protect that king a little bit more, but as you can see, once we're into the center of the base, there is no way that we're not going to get the 3 stars here. Use the spells just to basically ensure that we could get this done. I was going to be doing my war attacks anyway, so I needed rid of them. Might as well crush this base. Now, with the live streams, guys, I don't have an actual schedule for the live streams. It is quite spontaneous, so again, that's where clicking the notification bell helps out very much. If you want to see them live streams, them live war attacks, have a chat with me. You will then be able to see them as soon as one of them goes live. So there we are, 3 stars, no problem. Let's move back to base and upgrade the king. So once we've upgraded the king, dark elixir is such a precious resource. We're pretty much going to be done with it. We have a couple of other troops in the laboratory. After that, it's purely for cooking up troops. So let's quickly upgrade him. Level 59. Until Supercell update the game and add more hero levels, we are done with heroes, which is beautiful. Let's use the book of everything, then we will train that army back up and we'll get out in order to get some more resources. Level 60 king, there it is. Let's get out and find another base. Okay guys, quickly before we do find another base, I tend to start off these episodes with the objectives, what we're trying to upgrade. So we are continuing to upgrade the archer towers. I believe we have 2 of them left in order to get them to level 16. Then that's all of the archer towers. From there, I think it's just the cannons and mortars, and we are done. We can then focus on walls. You guys are always on top of me about my walls, but I'd rather save up and get the defenses done, honestly. In terms of the laboratory, we do have the stone slammer going to maxed level. I think after this, I'm probably going to use the bat spell and just focus on getting that upgraded, because if ever I find a base where I can use the bat spell, I have to use a power potion in order to use that. So I think we'll probably get that to max level. In terms of elixir, we're pretty much done if we're upgrading the bat spell. We need to wait a little while, so I'll just be putting all of my elixir into the walls. I don't think we have anything in the treasury. We do have the clan games going on right now, where basically we need to get a 3-star. We'll start the search here, and basically if the first base that comes up isn't a very good one. As ever, we'll just skip forward until we've found a base that has a ton of loot and we're ready to attack. Let me know in the comments which league you are finding the most loot. And nah, it's not very good, guys. Let's come back once we've found a base. Alright guys, I think this is going to be the first base we attack here. 500,000 gold. Not quite as much elixir, but we are just using that in the walls. This is going to be what we target. Now again, we need to ensure that we actually get the victory here in order to complete the event. Now you can see that the multi-inferno down the bottom is being upgraded. I think the best option is probably to charge our queen into the top section of the base here. So what I'll probably do is create the funnel very quickly on this side. Just use another wizard to make sure. Once that is set, let's get the queen and the healers, and she should walk across to the top of the base here. Then I think what we'll do is send a whole heap of giants and wizards along with the wall breakers across to that side of the base. That should be fine in getting them in. We will then charge the queen in through the top with the wall wrecker, and hopefully we can get into that single inferno with the giants, the king and the wizards. Let's hope that we can get that. I think my wizards, I've only got one of them left actually, so it's not great. The king has been targeted by the single inferno. That's not great. I think we'll get the Grand Warden in with the queen actually, instead of the, what am I trying to say here, guys? Instead of the miners, just so that we have that extra ability in case they go on to the single inferno. But what we could do is use the miners across this side to try and protect the queen and directly target it. I think that's what we're going to do. If we can get the miners across here, they should, there they go, straight onto that single inferno. Now we are all good, guys. But the healers have transferred. Let's get another rage spell there. Giants coming out of the CC. We do need to keep an eye on that queen because she is starting to take a bit of damage, but I'm not pressing that ability just yet. Might have to hold on to that. The miners are going down awfully quick. We do have the 2 stars, but I don't really think we're going to get much further than this. If I get the dark elixir, I will be relatively happy. Miners are okay in that area, but I am going to use a heal spell here just because they are starting to get in range of the wizard towers, and I'd rather get that dark elixir. But let's just see how things go here. There's not a lot of base left. If the miners could get the expos, we might be okay in terms of getting a little bit more with the queen, but either way, I think we're probably going to time fail here. I could have potentially saved a wizard heal spell, sorry, would have gone in golden right now with them wizard towers smashing into the miners, but they've done a good job in all fairness. They've cleared out the top of the base. The queen is still going strong, going to lose a healer there, so now only have 2 healers on the queen. Once she comes down to this area though, as long as I get the gold, that's all what matters. Honestly, in terms of farming, it's never about getting the 3 stars. Yes, it's nice. You're going to get all the loot, which is awesome. But it's actually about the loot. And yeah, in this one when I'm trying to complete the event, it's about getting the win. But queen steps up. She's going to be awesome. She's going to get all of the loot. I think we're going to miss out on 22 dark elixir. But honestly, I think I can take that. 90% using such a jumbled army, to be fair, using the miners. My queen's going to go down. I'm going to protect her. I don't want her to go down. We're going to quit the battle just beforehand. Not too bad. I'll take it. We're trying to get to 11 million gold. We do need to wait a little bit for the queen, so we will come back and find another base, start cooking these troops in the background. But in terms of the event, I've done 3 attacks using this composition, 3 victories. Let's ensure we take down the rest of them. Okay guys, here we go, 500,000 of each resource. It is definitely being attacked before. You can see the gravestones around the base. Just trying to see where might be the best option to come in from. Now I think if we bring the queen charge in, probably direct to the air defense on this right hand side, we might even be able to reach the town hall. So why don't we bring a couple of giants along with the wall breakers just to get into that compartment. Let's take the wizards there to funnel. Another giant and wizards to get that Tesla. Then what we will probably do, send the queen in there as well with the healers, and hopefully we'll have that section down a little bit. Doesn't look like it's going to work too well. Queen's actually going to go on the outside, so why don't we just bring the wrecker in. Now she goes into the base. Thank you so much, queen. Just what we wanted. Not the best start. Let's get a couple of other giants in just to help tank for the king here, if nothing else. And let's see what happens. Let's see where the queen decides to go. We might be within luck here. She might still come where we want her to, but Ballers come out of the CC. You don't really want to press the ability or anything yet. Let's just continue to carve this funnel. I tell you what, why don't we bring the Grand Warden in with the Queen again, and then we can just flush the miners straight through the middle of the base. Let's get a rage ready, because the Queen's going to start getting activated with all of that stuff. Then let's try and press the miners to the core. We might even be able to get the Grand Warden's ability used. Let's get a rage in there to help the miners get that area down. Let's use the Grand Warden's ability. The miners were about to get hit from the Eagle Artillery, and the Giga Tesla does a lot of damage, essentially. It doesn't do a lot of damage initially. I'm actually going to put a rage and then a heal with the miners here, because if I can press them back out through the core, I might be okay in terms of getting the 3-star here, just because the miners can do a lot of damage onto these defenses and leave the Queen with not as many to do. And yes, it is going to be an easy 3-star. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Maybe this isn't too bad of an army after all. Now, these ring style bases work quite nicely with Queen charges, because basically the Queen can continue around the base. We've missed a builder hut at the top, but we have more than enough time here. And if you can control the miners to the core of the base, you can take that down very easily by using your spells. You can see I put a lot of spell composition into the middle of the base. But basically what that meant was that the miners could do an effective job, take that down, and it just eases the pressure on your Queen and anything coming around the side. Beautiful stuff in terms of the star bonus as well. So we are going to be able to upgrade one more archer tower at least. And let's have a look at the clan war games here. Nothing too drastic in terms of 3 stars without using heroes. Well, we're definitely not going to do that. I know there was one here that was for multiplayer battles, 2 multiplayer battles. We might as well do that one, guys. It's only 100, and if we look at the events, just because of how long the video's been going on, we'll maybe just do one more attack, and then, I mean, you guys get the idea. We're going to complete the event. It's a definite, guys. But let's make sure we find another base with plenty of loot. Okay, guys, this looks like a trickier base, but it does have a lot of loot. So what I think we're going to do is try something a little bit different, and we'll actually use the giants and wizards up on the top of the base, press the Queen in through the bottom of the base here, then just try and flush through the other side with miners. Let's just see how it goes. I think if we can send the giants and wizards into this little corner, that would be ideal to basically break open that. Send the king in there as well, just to help out. Get a few more giants to tank, because in the previous attacks there, the wizards have gone down pretty quick. Then let's use the Queen here alongside the healers and the wall wrecker around about in this area. That should help in terms of that. The king might actually get the Queen here if we time his ability properly. Let's now use it. They've actually done a pretty good job there. Actually, the Grand Warden has worked out pretty nicely, hasn't it, guys, when we've used that alongside the Queen. So let's do that again. We didn't get the Queen with the king, but we're going to take her down right now. Bowlers come out of the wrecker there, and unfortunately we didn't quite get far enough to get the rage spell with the bowlers. I'm actually just really paying attention here, because the Queen is just about to get locked onto by the single inferno. Let's use the Grand Warden's ability, but we do have to be careful, because now we have to press the Queen's ability. Let's now press the miners straight into the middle here, see if we can get that single inferno down. The Grand Warden has been locked onto, better than the Queen getting locked onto. Miners are now in there and going to take that down. Queen is unfortunately locked onto by the other single target inferno. We do have the 50%, but it's not looking good for anything else. We've got a wall breaker and an archer to try and distract. The miners are going to get the town hall, because we've just got so many of them. Managed to... Oh, they're not! They didn't get it, guys. No! I told you it was a trickier base. Maybe we shouldn't have even attacked from that side. I don't know. My idea was to flush the miners in from the right-hand side here, actually. But then when the Queen was getting distracted and getting attacked by the single inferno, I tried to press them in. Should have maybe just brought them in. There's a gold mine at the top there, which we could have got down. Anyway, we got an okay amount of loot. We have one archer, which is doing a little bit of work. You do want to try and get 70%. That gives you the maximum loot possible, but we're not going to sit here and watch one archer. Who cares? Who cares, guys? 94% loot bonus does me. Not too bad. That's how it goes. And, well, How long have we got? We've got 20 minutes. That's getting fast forwarded as well though, guys. So I tell you what, I know the video's gone on for a little while in terms of completing this, but we might as well complete the event. We've got one more attack. Let's just do it, then we'll wrap up the video after that. Alright guys, the first base that we come across in the search, again, gives us 400,000 golden elixir. Now that is if we take it all down. So, how are we going to attack this base? I think we need to directly target the eagle from the bottom here, and I think that's not too bad. It's not too hard. If we send the queen this direction, let's just make sure she comes the way that we want her to. Oh, she's actually breaking in through the wall. Good job. Good job. Let's let her do the thing there, and let's just see what happens and which direction she wants to go, because I'll alter my attack based on the direction that the queen goes. Now, I'm kind of hoping she goes up to the right, but equally, it doesn't really matter. It's relatively a symmetrical base, so we do have to just watch what happens here and see where she goes. Yeah, she is going to go up to the right, I believe. What are you doing, queen? Yes, she is. So, let's now get the wrecker in. Giants on this side with the wall breakers. And let's then punch in a little bit further with that. King can come in there as well, alongside the wizards. Wall wreckers coming through. Let's get the rage spell in, ready for that queen. And hopefully the bowler's coming out of the wrecker. Wrecker is getting a little bit affected here. Wizards go down a little bit there, but that's not too bad. Come on, wrecker, get through that tornado trap. Insane. Come on, queen, you're not doing too bad. Eagle goes down just. We've got the wreckers in the middle. Actually, why don't we get the Grand Warden in? We might be able to protect the bowlers if they get onto that Gigabomb. Now, let's try our best to flush the miners across this other side. Queen's ability, I pressed it! I pressed it! Didn't register, didn't go down, so I was too late on that. Bowlers are going to go down in the middle there as well. We've got the 1 star. Not what we wanted. If that queen had have kept her, or got through her ability, would have been beautiful. Let's use a rage spell for the miners here. I think we'd have got the 3, honestly. If that had happened, we'd have got the 3 stars, but it's not going to happen. Let's get another healing, because the miners are going down too quickly now. Man, that queen's ability was needed. It was needed in the middle of the base. You can't win them all, guys. I pressed it. I know on my screen I pressed that quick enough, but hey, that's how it goes. We can't grumble. 100,000 missed, though. 100,000 missed. We could still get it. There's a lot of miners here still. Well, I say a lot. There's probably, I don't know, 10 or 15. It's worth trying to put that heal spell in to see if they can get a few swipes on that gold mine, the gold storage, but I don't think it's going to happen. The bomb tower's going to get him. Hey, the queen ability would have got us the win on that one. Anyway, who cares, guys? We've managed to get the king to max level. That's pretty awesome. Didn't get any swipes onto that gold mine. Let's head back to base. Let's upgrade one of them archer towers, because we do now have enough. There is our power potion. There is our resource potion. That's how I would recommend to you in order to complete that event. And to complete this video, let's upgrade one of the archer towers. Boom. Nearly done with that, guys. And we can actually upgrade 2 walls here as well. So let's upgrade one of them there, and then one of them there. Beautiful stuff. Then 20 minutes time we will get attacked. That wraps it up for this one, guys. We are going to be continuing this series. If you haven't subscribed, you can click the button next to me. But until next time, peace out.